Well, good morning, good afternoon or good evening. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For this week's video I'm going to conduct an experiment on camera, and this came about because of yet another material availability problem. The particular brand of rubber that I have been using for roadbed apparently is not available at the moment. Certainly my supplier can't get any, and I haven't been able to find any other. So I did some searching online and I found another product which I think might serve just as well. So I'm going to experiment with it and just make sure that there's no problems. So let me get the camera set up on my work table and I'll be right back. The two samples of potential roadbed material that I found. This is a 1/4 inch thick and this one is an 1/8. So the same two thicknesses as I have been using. This one I am particularly interested in because it comes with a backing and adhesive already on one side. So I am hoping that this might be a lot easier to put down, especially in large areas. So I'm going to do some experimentation. I'm going to attach one piece to foam and one piece to plywood, because those are the two surfaces that I have to be able to glue them to. And because a curve is usually more critical than the straight, I have drawn 30-inch radius curves on both. This is not the plywood offcut that I was looking for. But just as I was heading into the small corner annex where I keep my plywood offcuts, I encountered a snake. And I don't know enough about snakes to know whether it is dangerous or not, so I thought it best to not intrude any further into there. So I put in a call to the local wildlife commission to see if I can get some identification and maybe removal. It actually comes in a 54-inch wide roll, but they sell it by the foot, so of course I ordered 1 foot and it was rolled the other way. If I like it, I will see about ordering a 100-foot roll. Oh, it's very easy to follow the line. Just put a little bit of tension on it and it glues down perfectly along that line. Okay, I'm going to get some offcuts of track painted and then I will come back and ballast it. So don't go away, I will check in with you again later. And I'm using the Scenic Express mixed grey. I bought two different sizes. I bought their number 30 and their number 40. I'm going to do one on each and see which effect I like the best. I'm going to use the coarser ballast on this one, simply because it's the first one I picked up. Spray it with a fine mist of 70% isopropyl alcohol, get nice and soaked. And this is the main reason for doing the experiment, because of the amount of alcohol that gets put on the track for ballasting. I want to make sure that is not going to dissolve the glue on the backing. And there's more alcohol in the glue as well. It's a 3-1-1 mix. 1 part alcohol, 1 part glue and 3 parts water. And because there's not a great deal of glue in it, we do have to put quite a lot on. You can see how it's soaking down through the layers of the ballast. Okay, that's one done. Now the same test, but with a finer ballast on the plywood. This is the 40 grade ballast, which is slightly finer, and I think I might like this better. Just my first appearance opening it up. Now what I've got to do is let that go hard, so I'll come back tomorrow. Since the main purpose of this experiment is to make sure that the glue on the back of the foam is immune to the dissolving properties of the alcohol, I'm going to spray this free end as well. Okay, get that soaked with it so that it has every opportunity to dissolve that glue if it's going to. Obviously I hope it won't. And I will see you again tomorrow. Don't go away. Well, I've left this overnight to dry out, and it has done that indeed. It's stuck nicely. The corner is coming up, but then that might not have been pushed out fully. It's still stuck enough. Now on the foam, yeah, it's stuck enough. So I'm going to call that a success. So just to refresh your memory, here are the two products, the 1/8 inch with the adhesive backing and the 1/4 inch plain. It's the same stuff, so I only did the experiment with the glue back. I don't know if the thick stuff is available with the sticky back, but I'm going to look online to see if I can find it, and also find out how much it'll cost for a big roll. See if I can get a bulk discount. It was pointed out to me by another professional model railroad builder that most super glues will eat this kind of material, so you have to be careful what you glue the track down with. I use this crafter's pick. I get it from Hobby Lobby, and it's relatively inexpensive. This is $6. Anyway, I've had no trouble at all with this glue. That's what I use for this experiment, and there was no tendency whatsoever for it to eat through the neoprene. Well, that concludes this experiment, and I'm going to call it a success. It's been about a week since I ballasted that track, and I went back to check it again, just to pull on it and make sure that there was no tendency for it to loosen, and it is still as solid as can be. Anyway, I will put some information in the description below regarding the material that I'm using, and also where I found it. And for those of you who are interested in the snake, I was able to photograph it and get a picture to our local snake expert via the DNR. And apparently it is a harmless rat snake, so there's nothing to worry about. And since I have seen evidence of rodent activity in my workshop, I figure he's a pretty useful guy to have around, so he's welcome to share my space with me. And with that, I think I'm going to end this video here. I hope you found it useful, and I'll see you again next week. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.